All right, good morning, YouTube friends. Here we are, setting up cameras again before we head for work. Let's tip this up just a little bit. You might want to see the pretty sky this morning. It's cold today. It's cold today, but it's probably going to be hot this afternoon. Got up to about 85 yesterday. It was hot in the shop. Got to stop for gas on the way in this morning. Good morning, YouTube friends. Here we are again, Thursday morning, headed for work. The boss seems to have given up on trying to get a good tune into the 124 Road Glide. The combination of intake, pipes, cams, and massive displacement on that engine just is beyond the capabilities of the tuning program we have, I guess. So he's going to recommend the customer take it somewhere and have it dyno tuned. It was fun building that engine, but I was never the least bit impressed with its performance. Got two more Harley Davidsons and a Yamaha at the shop, and that's pretty much it. I don't know what's going on with the two Harleys. The Yamaha probably just needs the carburetors cleaned, I guess. I guess we just need to get it running. The guy tried to clean the carbs himself and never did get it running. So we'll see what's up with that. Right now there's Harley Davidson on my lift that the guy doesn't have a lot of money. He's on a tight budget, so we only had an hour to play with it. I've got about 40 minutes into it, and we got it to run, but it needs a little more love. It had a intake manifold vacuum leak, in addition to the carburetor being all frigged up. So you can't really dial in the carb with the manifold leaking. But it's running as well as it can with a big intake leak right now, so it may just go as is. I don't know. I mean, if the customer can only pay us to work on it for an hour, then we're pretty much there. He ain't gonna, he certainly doesn't have the money to put intake manifold gaskets in it and everything that entails, because that's well over an hour. I guess the guy used to own a motorcycle shop at some point, and you can tell he's done his own work on this bike, and it certainly isn't up to our standards. But it'll be okay. It runs again, at least there's that. So that's what's going on at work. The engine for my build at home is on the way. It shipped yesterday and it's already made it to Pennsylvania. It was coming out of Maryland. So it's got a ways to go. But I'm hoping it'll be here middle of next week. And I'm hoping this weekend I'll have time to go through my parts and stuff out in the garage so I can see what all else I need to get coming. The engine I've got coming doesn't come with a carburetor or an intake manifold, and I don't know if there is one with the bike. And there may be one at work, there may not. I might just order a complete S&S Super E kit, which is a lot of money and it's more than I really want to spend. So hopefully we've got something laying around at work, or there's one with the bike. I just haven't had a chance to look, haven't had time. Ultimately, I got a lot more with that chassis than I was expecting, and I really can't complain if there's no carb there for what I paid. Because I thought I was basically just getting a frame and a couple of tires and a swing arm. But I got a gas tank and exhaust and hard bags and transmission and a primary and a clutch and primary chain and compensator, and basically got an entire bike except the engine. I mean, there's even hard bags and a gas tank. bunch of them guys. Sure took a whole lot of cops to pull over that one truck. I seem to get my best gas mileage with the cruise set at 65. It starts to really drop off once I hit 70 or exceed 70. And the little meter is stuck at 37 and has been for a while since our Spokane trip, and we were doing 75, 80 most of the way back, riding 2 up with the bags full. So I think 37 really isn't bad considering, but I think riding 1 up, just commuting back and forth to work, doing about 65, it gets a little bit better mileage than that. I mean, there was a point when I did the math myself based on what I put in it and how far I'd gone, and got 41 and a quarter. So the little gauge is not really that reliable, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And the gas gauge tends to read low. So I'm sure I've got more than 21 miles remaining on this tank. I've only got to go a couple miles to the gas station. I don't normally let it get this low. But I think we'll be okay. I don't like to let it get below a quarter of a tank, because as I mentioned in a previous video, it's hard on the fuel pump. It's cold enough today though but I don't think it's a huge worry. giving that guy some fucking space. If something falls off that thing, I want to be able to get away from it. Point the camera at the front wheel going over those sometime. That'd be interesting. Alright, we got 1 bar of gas. See how much it takes. Now we had a whole nother gallon. Getting warm sitting here in the sun.